On 20 January, the Syrian presidency announced the shared understanding between the government and the SDF, providing the SDF a 4-day period for consultation, and the SDF expressed its commitment to a ceasefire. Mr. President, we are now 2 days into this critical period. As I speak, the situation on the ground remains very tense, with exchanges of fire and clashes between government forces and the SDF in parts of Hasakeh Governorate and also on the outskirts of Ain al-Arab, also known as Kobani, an SDF-controlled enclave where access is challenging given ongoing clashes. ISIL is still a persistent threat. As the Syrian government has joined forces with international partners in the global coalition against Daesh to address the threat, we continue to encourage international cooperation in this area. It is vital that ISIL is not allowed to capitalize on the fluid situation in the northern east. We share concerns about the presence of foreign terrorist fighters in Syria. During the fighting in northeast Syria, control of some of the detention centers for ISIL fighters switches from the SDF to government forces, as did Al-Hol camp in Hasakeh. There are indications that some detainees escaped. We appeal for full attention to be given to ensure that the transfer to the Syrian government of ISIL detention facilities still under SDF control is done in an orderly manner. Israeli incursions in southern Syria continue to undermine Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. We welcome this Council's extension of UNDOF's mandate for another 6 months. Let me reiterate the Secretary General's call on Israel to refrain from violations of Syrian sovereignty and territorial integrity. Let me also appeal to the parties to respect the terms of the 1974 Disengagement of Forces Agreement and call for the withdrawal of Israeli forces from areas it entered after 8 December 2024.
The fighting has cut off people from clean water. Some hospitals have been forced to close, and many children cannot attend school. The closure of the main artery between Homs and Araka and damaged bridges, along with explosive ordnance, have affected humanitarians' ability to deliver aid. Displaced families face bitter winter conditions and desperately need shelter, food, heating. Heavy snowstorms and extreme cold in northern areas have affected nearly 160,000 people living in camps, damaging shelters and contributing to the death of 2 infants. The United Nations is providing heat, fuel, and winter assistance, but only a quarter of the $112 million needed to support people this season has been received, leaving our partners unable to reach only a fraction of the 2 million people they hoped to support this winter.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.